Hey y'all, this is Destiny checking in with today's Daily Diamond. Hey family, as always, I would like to say welcome back to any of those of you who are checking out my podcast and tuning in again. Thank you so much for your support. I am at 1750 in terms of downloads, and so I'm really excited, very thankful for all of your support, all of your love, and all of your admiration. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this podcast. Share it with your friends, share it with your coworkers, share it with your neighbors. I need all of the support. If you are an up-and-coming business and you are looking for a sponsor, please let the Diamond brand sponsor you. I am so happy to say that I have 4 sponsors now, and I'm really elated, very happy to acknowledge all of these women who are absolute powerhouses. And so, before I get to today's topic, I gotta pay the bills. So first we have the illustrious Royal Crown Extensions. It is the only hair that I wear. Sade is now trying out a wig, and baby, I am too excited. I am really ready for the Royal Crown Extensions wig line, in addition to the bundles and the closures and the lashes. Make sure you check out Royal Crown Extensions, and when you do, let them know that Destiny sent you. Then of course, we have Kisses by Shelly, my absolute favorite and go-to lip gloss. Please let me know if you are interested in getting a lip gloss. I do have some that were loaned out to me for sale from Shelton, so I have some lip glosses in my possession. Get at me. Then of course, we have Lisha, our up-and-coming braider. Please make sure you check Lisha out. Lisha has been laying low lately. We need to rev her back up and get her back in business. Please, ma'am, please, sir, if you're looking for buns, a ponytail, any of those things, check out Lisha and let her know that Destiny and the Diamond brand sent you. And then of course we have my best friend Tiana Nate. She has 4 YouTube videos up, and I'm sure there's a new one coming. Make sure that you check her out on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment. She needs all of the support and all of the love, and she really wants some video topic suggestions. So make sure y'all send some her way and let her know that you heard about her on my podcast and you wanted to give her some support. And then we now have a new freaking sponsor, y'all. I am so excited. So huge shout out to Simply Susie's Creations. Simply Susie is your one-stop shop for your distressed items, be it t-shirts, be it sweatshirts, be it sweatsuits. Please make sure you check out Simply Susie's Creations. They are going to be, of course, below this podcast in the description. They're going to be on my WordPress, on my Instagram, on my iTunes. They're going to be everywhere. Make sure you check out Simply Susie's Creations and let them know that Destiny sent you. I am so thankful for Susie and her brand for reaching out and linking with me. I cannot wait until we can fully network for the sip and shop that I've got coming here soon. Make sure you check out all of my sponsors, because now I got Lisha, I got Shelly, I got Sade, I got Susie, and I got Tiana. Baby, I'm in my bag. Now on to today's topic. So today's topic is one that was on my to-do list that I had not necessarily done yet, and so I'm gonna get to it. So today's topic is, of course, first impressions. First impressions to me are extremely paramount. They are very important. I don't care what age you are, what stage or what season you are in your life. First impressions are important. I don't know where people come up with this concept of, oh, we don't have to make a good first impression. You've got forever before someone judges you. That's a whole lot. You need to make sure that whenever you step out of the house and when you step out into the world, that you put forth your best effort and you put forth your best face, because first impressions are freaking paramount. They are paramount. And not only are first impressions paramount, they are how people judge you. They are what people use to decide if they're going to work with you, if they're going to be friends with you, if they're going to build a relationship with you. First impressions are so important. It is so funny to me how women can be so hard on another woman because that woman dresses nice, or she works really hard on her appearance, and she works really hard on her hair, and she keeps herself together. People get upset because that's what that woman chooses to do, but that woman is trying to put forth her best impression. She's trying to put forth her best effort. And we cannot be in a place in which we as a society of people, we as a group of people, we knock others for them wanting to put forth their best impression. That's the best thing to do. Put forth that best impression so that you can move forward in your life. You can get that job that you wanted. You can get that man that you wanted. You can reach that goal that you set for yourself. Put forth your best first impression, regardless of what the naysayers say, because we need you to be the best version of yourself at all times. And not only when I'm talking about first impressions? Am I just talking about first impressions? I'm talking about impressions in general. Part of what I do as a teacher slash motivator slash parent slash role model slash whatever I am, because Lord knows I do everything under the sun, is an impression. And I think that people forget when we are on social media and we're out here in the world, we have to be very, very careful of what we put out there. Not only because we are trying to consume and watch that filter like I talked about yesterday in that YouTube video, but you have to be careful of what impression you put out there. I know for me, it is extremely paramount that I put out the best impression that I can every single day. And so quite often I'll get a question like, Miss Moore, why do you dress up every day? I dress up for work every day because I want to be the role model to a young girl of someone who dresses business casual. I want to be the role model of a young girl who is a more shapely individual, but is not sure how to be professional without being overly sexy. I try my hardest to be well dressed and well put together every single day of the week, especially during the work week, because I know that there are people who are looking at me, and we as human beings, you never think, or you never know who you're going to meet or who you're going to run into. And so it is important that you put forth your best impression, not on the first occasion only, but all the time. It's so funny to me how small of a world we live in. So today I'm at work and I get an email like, a parent is here to volunteer, anybody want them in their classroom? So I immediately send a response like, I would welcome a parent into my classroom, come on. And so the parent comes in and she's sitting there and she is looking at the pictures. I have a collage of my family by my desk, and she's like, I think I know your husband. He looks really, really familiar. And so we start running through like, oh, maybe I know, family members. So we run through last names and like, that ain't it. And so my bad, guys, had a technical issue, but she's sitting at my desk and we run through the names and all of that kind of stuff. And then I say, oh, somebody who works at GM? And she slaps the desk and she's like, God darn it, that's where I know your husband from. And to make a long story short, this parent who came in to volunteer at my school happened to know my husband because my husband and his role at his job is connected to her mother at her job because they work in the same place. And it was cool when we got to the end of the day and she talked about how nice it was to get to meet me because she had met my husband. And she was like, I always wanted to kind of know, you always want to know about people's family. And she was like, it's really nice, you made a really good impression on me. And I really, really appreciate that. And so I say all that to say, as you are working on yourself today and as you are thinking about yourself today, think about how, if you've not been putting off necessarily a good impression, how could you make that change? How could you make that shift? How could you put a better foot in front of the other one tomorrow so that you put on a better impression of yourself? It's something as simple as, if you don't dress up for work, start dressing up for work. If you don't do your makeup and you need to, start doing your makeup. Start making sure your hair is done, making sure your hair is neat. How could you make a better impression on others, based on your behavior and based on the things that you do? You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to see. You never know who you're going to interact with, just like me and this random parent that I got today. And you want to always be the best representation of yourself and your family and your children as possible. Like, that is 1000% necessary. And so when we talk about impressions, not only are we talking about first impressions, but we are talking about those impressions that we put out there. And we want to do everything that we can to make sure that the impression that we put out there is our absolute best impression, be it the first impression, be it the 15th impression, because we don't want people to judge us. And so today, when you focus on you and you think about how you can revamp and or change up that impression of yourself so that you can have the best example of you representing for you and standing out in front of you. And as always, this is Destiny signing out with today's Daily Diamond. I'll see you guys tomorrow.